Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan salam sejahtera. Welcome back to Siddiq Jamal Channel. Sahabat-sahabat penonton, selamat menyambut bulan Ramadan. Selamat, mudah-mudahan Ramadan pada kali ini banyak yang kita dapat usahakan dari segi penambahan pahala amal kebaikan kita. Dan kali ini saya ingin mengajak untuk kita melihat satu video yang sebenarnya merupakan sedutan berkaitan dengan berita yang agak gempar 2 minggu lepas yang berlaku di Malaysia. Satu skandal, satu isu yang terkait dengan SPRM. Jadi sedutan di sini, mungkin saya tidak ambil semualah video yang asal daripada Bloomberg. Jadi apa rupa bentuk video itu, mari sama-sama kita tonton dan kita tengok sedikit kupasan sebentar nanti. Jom.
We're doing lots of reporting trips to Malaysia, talking to dozens of people. We have gone through thousands of pages of documents about the MCCA.
As we dug deeper, we realized there were many stories about alleged intimidation by the MCCA out there. People were just very scared to talk to us.
Ini bukan identiti sebenar, tapi yang dah dilakonkan baliklah oleh pelakon. Tapi mereka katanya dialog itu dikekalkan.
I'm a senior management staff of a company, and one day the MCCA came to the office on the basis that a complaint was filed and they wanted to investigate some transactions related to the company. They were whispering and sending messages to someone else. They were very suspicious in their behavior. Later, I was asked to go to MCCA headquarters. I was put in a room. After a while, officers started coming in. Then they started taking turns to ask me questions. And the questioning went on and on. There was no clear direction what they were asking me. I was stressed. Some officers were actually uncomfortable. I sensed that something was definitely not right. It appears that MCCA was used as a tool to intimidate, to pressure me to surrender. Basically, it is harassment.
Adam alleged that the people working with the MCCA to pressure him have been called the Corporate Mafia.
Ya, seperti yang dilaporkan dalam artikel Rahsia Mafia Corporate Malaysia.
Rahsia Mafia Corporate Malaysia.
The Corporate Mafia is a term that first appeared in a Malay language blog, and it was a term used to describe a network of mostly ethnic Chinese businessmen in Malaysia who, it was alleged in the blog, were using the MCCA to go after founders of companies because they wanted to take over the companies. The blog's characterization was misleading. The businessmen aren't mafia in the traditional sense. There is no rigid hierarchy. So the alleged playbook of this network of individuals is roughly the same in each case. One or more people in the network appear on the scene at a Malaysian listed company, and then shortly after that the MCCA announces that it's investigating one of the founders of the company. Then they're taken in for questioning, detained by MCCA officers. They were allegedly told, if you sell your shares in this company to a person of the network at a discount, these investigations will end. Your problems will go away.
I'm a business entrepreneur who became a victim. The whole thing was a setup to get me out of the company. I was brought into MCCA and was questioned. The moment you are in there, they put fear in you. They harass you. And they deprive you of your access even to the lawyers. Basically, they forcefully try to take your statement. Which, when I say A, they'll type B. So they'll ask you, okay. At the end of the day, you sign here and they don't really give you a chance to read through. I spend the whole day from morning until night. I'm exhausted. I just want to get out of the place.
When it comes to alleged intimidation by the MACC, there have been several instances of executives from other companies that have gone through the same thing.
So this group here has been called the Corporate Mafia. This guy, his name is Victor Chin.
Yang mereka claim lah terlibat.
In one lawsuit, executives called Chin the directing mind behind efforts to remove them from their company.
So Victor Chin has been investigated by several Malaysian agencies for tax evasion, share manipulation, and money laundering. But to this date, he has not been charged in any court. So we have been told by several people that Chin prefers to operate through a number of associates, and one of them
is this guy, Andy Lim.
We've been told by several people inside and outside the MACC that Andy Lim is very close to the Chief Commissioner, Azam Baki.
Dikatakan kawan rapat kepada
we obtained an internal MACC memo, which was written around 2020 by officers in the MACC's intelligence division. And what this memo lays out is that Azam Baki and Andy Lim were close friends. And this was well known in the MACC.
So here we have a link between the head of the MACC and a person in the group that has been called the Corporate Mafia.
We know this from documents like charge sheets, arrest warrants. The group within the MACC that handled the arrests and the charges is a section of the investigations division of the MACC called Section D. So Section D has, a specific remit to cover listed companies, the stock market, insider trading, and so forth.
So we have sources in the MACC who told us that Section D offered a range of services. And this included intimidation, and it could go on to raids and arrests. And the ultimate thing was to eventually get people charged in court. We had one official from the MACC tell us that the price could go to millions of ringgit, and that's hundreds of thousands of US dollars.
Rasuah ibarat penyakit kronik, seumpama kanser yang tidak dirawat akan menghancurkan negara kita.
According to 3 people we spoke to, Section D isn't a rogue faction within the MACC. Senior officials, including the most senior official of the law, Chief Commissioner Azam Baki, is aware of its activities.
Itu tadi sedikit sedutan yang dikeluarkan oleh Bloomberg Originals yang bertajuk Inside Malaysia's Controversial Anti-Corruption Corruption Commissions. Bloomberg Investigates. Sebab penonton, kita semua dah tahu pasal isu ini dan it's quite viral lah. Saya sebagai rakyat Malaysia yang biasa, bila saya tahu tentang ini, it's quite shock lah for me. Sebab apa? Sebab sekian lama, even as a civil servant, kan, government servant, integrity adalah isu yang sangat ditekankan, dan kita tahu setahun dua ini begitu banyak penangkapan yang dilakukan SPRM berkaitan dengan kes-kes salah guna kuasa, rasuah dan sebagainya lah. And apa yang berlaku dan didedahkan ini, it's quite shock dan membabitkan pula Tan Sri Azam Baki sebagai ketua SPRM. Jadi ini merupakan satu, kita panggil berita skandal yang sukarlah untuk kita terima, percaya, dan ada kenyataan dibuat oleh Tan Sri Azam Baki, dan beliau juga telah mengemukakan memfailkan saman 100 juta kepada Bloomberg, dan sekeras-kerasnya menafikanlah dakwaan ini. Jadi perkara ini, walaupun apabila kita tengok apa yang didedahkan Bloomberg ini, it's quite serious, dan mereka katanya telah meneliti thousands of files, documents yang related kepada MACC, dan ada saksi-saksi orang dalaman MCC yang juga memberikan maklumat kepada mereka. Katanya mereka ada bukti lah, dan kita pun tahu Bloomberg ini it's quite credible lah punya siasatan yang dilakukan oleh mereka. Tapi apapun, harap-harapnya isu ini nanti dapat diberi pendedahan yang sebetulnya, dan kita sebagai rakyat Malaysia, kita pun nak tahulah apakah cerita yang sebenarnya. Adakah memang ada unsur-unsur fitnah ke, ataupun sebaliknya. Jadi mungkin ini terlalu awal lah untuk kita speculate dan untuk kita terima akan hakikat pendedahan ini. Jadi apa-apa pun, mudah-mudahan nantinya akan adalah tindakan yang lebih serius daripada pihak kerajaan untuk menyiasat hal ini lebih detail. Dan kita tak naklah isu corporate mafia ini mendarah daging dan menyebabkan kita lah rasa tak selamat, dan orang-orang corporate business di sana pun akan terancam hasil kerja mereka dan sebagainya begitu sahaja akibat ada campur tangan daripada SPRM, dan kuasa ataupun salah guna kuasa itu nanti akan menjadikan corporate mafia ini lebih berleluasa dah lah, lebih berleluasa dan sesuka hati je nak take over company dan sebagainya. So ini benda yang hopefully dapat disekat kalau ianya betul-betul ada, dan kita sebenarnya nak supaya benda ni tak ada lah kan, tak berlaku lah. Tapi Allah alam bisawab, kita berdoalah banyak-banyak di bulan Ramadan ini supaya segala kebenaran akan terbongkar. Allah akan tunjuklah apa sebenarnya ni benda ni, berita ni kepada kita semua. Harap-harapnya begitulah. Jadi kita jumpa lagi di video akan datang. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.